Welcome, folks, to the home of the Golden Gophers here in Minneapolis. This is a charged-up on-campus environment, and they are ready for this collision. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Testing the right side here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Listen, great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
First down here for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
set up here. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense takes the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Oh, here comes the reverse. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And they'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30. Past the 20. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And he's past the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the completion made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Pass clock. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
So nothing on the previous play sets up a third and goal from the 1. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Here's the second down play. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Golden Gophers have first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
He's back to throw again on second down. Finds his target. And they get him down after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds his man. Has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They will try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And looking to throw now on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, they're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is the complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw it.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering accessibility screen, you have 20. Menu narration option is set to off.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Minnesota.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab made by the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is caught, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Golden Gophers will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target, and it's complete. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go as he's being hit. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He's going to try to return the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Play action here on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. There's a wide open receiver complete. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, that one's picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Golden Gophers will bring their punt team on the field now. See if he can make a play on this return. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. They put something together with this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
A completion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. And that catch is hauled in. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Golden Gophers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw yet again. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down. They're going to throw the football. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Makes a quick catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Moving right through the contact. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st down here for this offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The back's got it again. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks free. It's hard running there through a tackle. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The Golden Gophers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's hit as he throws it. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the Golden Gophers line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
Timeout, Minnesota.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're